influencers. Okay. You said, we talked about the woke right. And you said, I call it the woke Reich. That's a brilliant observation. The woke Reich, because these people, they're not any different from the woke left. I mean, they're insane.
They're insane.
But they're actually meeting on some of the things. And what we have to do is we have to secure that part of the base of our support in the United States. That is,
we have to secure the base
systematically. A lot of
systematically
this is done with money.
And it's done with money.
Money of NGOs, vast.
NGOs,
money
yeah.
of governments, vaster. Okay? We have to fight back. How do we fight back? Our influencers. I think you should also talk to them if you have a chance. To that community, they're very important. And secondly, we're going to have to use the tools of battle. The weapons change over time. You can't fight today with swords. That doesn't work very well. Okay, and you can't fight with cavalry. That doesn't work very well. And you have these new things.
He's talking about
drones, things like that.
Like battle.
But we have to fight with the weapons that
weapons
apply to the battlefields in which we're engaged. And the most important ones are the social media. And the most important purchase that is going on right now is followers. TikTok. TikTok. Number one.
What's up, everybody? We are at war. Be scared. We have more money than you. Be scared and afraid. Be scared and afraid. I was watching the Tim Dillon show today with MTG, Marjorie Taylor Greene, a congresswoman here in America. She's got some things to say.
Influenced by Israel. What is that? And then I counted up. So here was another thing I couldn't believe. We've never voted on a resolution denouncing the violence against young white males in this country.
Yeah.
No, we would never vote on something like that.
Right.
However,
that would be racist.
Since I've been in Congress, we've had 22 resolutions denouncing anti-Semitism and denouncing anything.
What does a resolution to denounce anti-Semitism even do?
22 times since she's been in. I don't know how long she's been in for, but 22 times seems extreme.
Or mean? What even is it?
Nothing. It's just a piece of paper where it says, we as Congress denounce anti-Semitism. Okay, why do we have to vote on that? Don't we already denounce?
Oh, I'll tell you why you have to vote on that. Because they're fucking everywhere inside of Congress and our government.
Anti-Semitism?
Right.
But this is like, it's literally like you just have to keep doing it. You just have to keep doing it.
Right.
You just have to keep doing it. And I counted 22 times since I've been in Congress that we've had those kind of votes.
Just keep fucking drilling it in there.
But yet we never denounce other things that are significant and important to what's happening in America.
Right.
Right. And so that was shocking to me. I've never been given any AIPAC money.
Wow.
So I didn't get invited on the super duper special Israel trips.
Did you see that? What is it, 250 people?
It happens every...
Yeah, it was recently. They had one for like 200 people or something.
It's in August.
Oh, it's in August.
It's a routine trip.
Get us on that.
It's a routine trip. When you get elected as a member of Congress, if AIPAC approves of you and they've been donating to you and you're one of their candidates, which is most members of Congress, they take you to Israel. Okay, so just so you know, every August, that's our August recess. That's the 1 month where we're not here in Washington, D.C. We go back to our districts. It's called a district work period. It's a time to get back in your district, back to the people that voted for you, work in your office. For the love of God, see your family and friends.
For the love of God.
Human a little bit.
Right.
But that's when they take them to Israel.
Oh,
it's during our 1 month.
Is this every year?
It's every other year.
So when you as an American, when you vote for a congressman to represent you, and then they get in, and congratulations. The first thing they do on the first recess that they get is they go to a foreign country. They go to North Africa. They don't go to talk to the people that voted them in to find out where all the issues lie. Like, where does this congressperson need to vote? What side do they need to be on certain policies? No, they are on a fucking trip with all the homies going to a tiny little country the size of New Jersey in Africa. That's way more important.
Every other year. Now they take all the new freshmen that come in, because we're elected every 2 years. So every other year, every 2 years is a whole new pack of members of Congress. But not just the freshmen go, a whole bunch of existing.
Yeah, because who's going to haze them into submission? This is a fraternity. The Israeli fraternity is what we've got. The fucking freshmen come in. We got to take them over here, butt fuck them into believing that Israel's the coolest place on earth, and send them back and to vote on things that are against anti-Semitism.
Members of Congress go on the trips, and they have a Democrat trip and a Republican trip. Well, they bring them in. They spend time in having all types of informative sessions. They meet with members of the Israeli government, the prime minister, of course, Benjamin Netanyahu. And it's extensive. They go on tours. They spend a lot of time there, and that's what happens.
What do they tour though? Like the wall?
That's what AIPAC does, and AIPAC also is a big group of donors in America. And there's a lot of Christians in the group, and there's a lot of Jews. It's American Jews and Christians, and they donate to all kinds of just state candidates, state and federal candidates.
The alignment of Christian and Judaism makes zero sense to me. You're talking about let's bring this down to the most simplest form. When Jesus died, doesn't matter who killed him, okay? Doesn't matter. When Jesus died, Christianity kept going. And guess what started? Judaism. And well, I don't know if it started. Let's just say Jesus died and these people went two different ways. And these people decided that Jesus was going to be their guy. And guess who was not their guy on this side, on Judaism side? They do not choose to. I can't think of the word right. They don't believe Jesus is a thing. Wouldn't that be your enemy? And you know what? Actually, it does matter who killed him, because it seems like the enemy who killed your guy is like the same people who are over here trying to convince you that it's okay to go bomb fucking innocent people in Israel.
And that's what AIPAC does. And AIPAC also is a big group of donors in America. And there's a lot of Christians in the group, and there's a lot of Jews. It's American Jews and Christians, and they donate to all kinds of just state candidates, state and federal candidates, and they donate to them.
Please get down into my comments and explain to me how Judaism aligns with Christianity, or send me a fucking video or something explaining how the two could possibly be friends. When it comes down to the nitty gritty, the bottom line of this shit, the two religions are based on very opposite things. Jesus Christ, Christianity, Judaism, the Jews, right? The Jews don't recognize Jesus. Christians, that's their guy. Is that not like two rivals? I'm confused. Please explain.
But it's purely for the purposes of having their support for Israel. And that you have to register under the law, under FARA, if you are a foreign lobbyist for a foreign country.
So AIPAC doesn't, because AIPAC is a American organization. That's what they're always telling me. All these fucking Zionists on X are always saying, no, it's not a foreign organization. They don't lobby on behalf of a foreign. It's an American organization. It's an American lobby that lobbies for Americans on behalf of it. Wait, no, like it's not foreign. It's not foreign, I promise.
American citizen.
So Saudi Arabia.
Sure.
Any of them are registered.
They have to be
as a foreign lobby.
It's required by law.
One exception is Israel.
For some reason, AIPAC does not have to register.
And Congress people, Democrats and Republicans,
it would be anti-Semitic for them to register.
Are there all the time, hearing from the Prime Minister and the Israeli government about how to better advocate for Israel in America.
Absolutely, they all come back with the same talk.
Yeah, because you've got to be shown how to defend it, because it's so fucking absurd. You've got to be like given talking points, like she's about to say. You've got to be told, like, this is what you say when they say this, because you can't bring logic in on it. Because if you just stuck to the truth and logic and your just intuition, you'd never make it through an argument. So they've got to give you your talking points.
The reason why we have to continue to give them $3.8 billion every single year, because it's for their defense. We have to fund their Iron Dome. But by the way, Israel has, they have state-funded healthcare. They have state-funded education, college education. Israel is not anywhere in debt like we are. They're in less than $400 billion in their national debt. We're in $37 trillion in national debt.
In the aid that we give them, it's very possible that their state healthcare and their state education, the United States of America is paying for that.
All money is fungible.
Of course we're fucking paying for it. And that pisses me off. And it should piss everybody off. Any fucking taxpayer in America should be fucking pissed off about that. Like, how ridiculous is that? Our tax dollars fund free healthcare, free education, free this, free that for a foreign government in North Africa.
Right.
All money's fungible.
Right.
No one can ever say it's not. All money is fungible.
That's right.
And then, but here's the most interesting thing. These other foreign countries, they're not taking our members of Congress on trips that last for weeks on August recess periods. That's not happening.
I guess they should start.
Yeah,
they have shame. The other lobbies they're not shameless like AIPAC. They're not willing to just fucking pay whatever it takes to get people to talk a certain way. The other people are like not willing to stoop down to that level.
Yeah, that's the pushback. Is all these other countries, they spend a lot more money on lobbying Congress, but I'm like, yeah, but Israel's the only one really coming out, getting our military to fight all their wars for them.
Do you think this generationally seems to be changing? People my age and younger
drastically
are looking at the images that came out of Gaza, and they were going, I'm funding this. Our country is funding this. TikTok just got sold. By the way, I'm sure you know.
I do know. I voted against the TikTok ban, by the way. I was one of the few.
Right. It's very interesting to me that TikTok was just sold to Larry Ellison, who is the single largest private donor to the IDF in the world.
I just learned that
to a foreign military.
And, I mean, you can donate to anything you want. God bless.
Sure.
However, it does seem interesting, curious, perhaps, that the largest social media app in the world that was the driver of a lot of anti-Israel sentiment amongst
the Reich
people in the West, primarily America, was recently bought by the largest donor to the IDF.
To the Israeli military.
Okay, so on that, let's go. I want to pull this up real fast. Larry Ellison, the guy who just bought TikTok for fucking God knows how much, is the main funder of this. This is Gaza. This is the Gaza Strip. This is where families used to live. There used to be parks and houses and buildings and businesses and streets. But no, it's fucking decimated. And it was primarily funded by the same fellow who bought TikTok. TikTok, the fucking social media thing. The social media app that all your kids are using. This guy that just paid for ethnic cleansing. There's nothing ethnic about it, but he's one of the main funders of the military that did this. And they're trying to convince you that Hamas is hiding under these fucking buildings, and that's why there's supposedly elaborate tunnel systems underneath these buildings, and that's why they all had to be brought down, and the whole city had to come down, and nothing could stand in the way of getting to Hamas. Ridiculous.
Larry Ellison, his son recently purchased Paramount.
Oh, wow. How convenient.
Which includes, CBS News. Barry Weiss, who we like. Charming. We like Barry Weiss. But Barry has a political agenda. I don't think that's, is that shocking to someone? I don't think it's shocking. She now runs CBS News. There are talks to potentially for the Ellison family to buy
everything.
Warner Brothers, Discovery, or I believe that. David Zaslav.
This is the biggest fucking problem with the entire world, is when it's based on money, it's all corrupt and fucked, and it doesn't matter what humanity says anymore. All that matters is that the guy with the most money buys this so that nobody can say this on that. So right after fucking Larry Ellison buys TikTok, you got... you cannot use the juice box emoji on TikTok anymore. God forbid you just want to tell people how much you love apple juice. You can't say it anymore. It's been removed because it says your comment has been removed because of policy violations in alcohol, tobacco, and drugs. What does a juice box have to do with alcohol, tobacco, or drugs? Well, I'll tell you, it has nothing to do with it being an apple juice box, and has everything to do with the fact that the word juice sounds like Jews, and that's what people were kind of using to make fun of certain things. Because you can't say Jews, you can't say the word Jews, you can't say Jews, so you gotta say apple juice box, and now you can't even say an emoji with an apple juice box. Like, hello, wake the fuck up. This is what they're doing. They're programming your kids to go along with what I just showed you, with decimating a fucking race of people that have been there since the start. I'm going to talk about this right. So they want to say how all these things are anti-Semitic, right? The juice box is anti-Semitic. Saying that anything's a conspiracy theory involving the Jews is anti-Semitic, this and that, blah, blah. The Palestinian people, they are Semites. They have Semite DNA. They are natives to the region. Don't you think that the most anti-Semitic thing you could do is kill innocent Semites? No? Is that too fucking logical? As far as I'm concerned, the IDF, the Zionists, the fucking Israeli government they themselves are the biggest anti-Semites in the world for what they've done to the Palestinian people. Since 1948, the argument that this has been going on for thousands of years is ridiculous. Remove that argument from your mind. This has not been going on for 3,000 years. Yes, there has been conflict and blah, blah, blah. But this conflict, the one between the Israelis and the Palestinians, has been going on since 1948, when the Israelis were moved in to an area of Palestine for them to go and live and prosper. And here you go, we're giving you a spot. And right from the start, they moved into innocent, good, loving Palestinian people's homes that brought them in with open arms. And guess what? One day, those Palestinians came home from work and they had guns pointed in their faces. Look at Bella Hadid and her family. She's talked about this. Her family got kicked out of their home at gunpoint. The home that they let in strangers from Poland or wherever the fuck they were from at the time. They let them into their homes, and then they came home one day and were told, "You're not allowed to be here anymore." That's not anti-Semitic? No, but a fucking juice box, the fucking juice box emoji, that's anti-Semitic?
Runs that now. There's talks about that, which owns CNN. Mm-hmm. Okay. When we look at what's unfolding right now in terms of access to information, censorship, okay?
Yep.
Are we troubled? A lot of people I know are troubled. Mm-hmm. A lot of people I know feel that this is a power grab to try to control the information coming out of that region.
Gee, have we ever seen that before?
Yeah, right.
Hence the fucking juice box is banned. Wow, man, it's crazy. So yeah, this story came out. The Israeli government is now paying a group of 24 American social media influencers up to $7,300 per post to post favorably of Israel. And it is a running joke on X now. It's hilarious. Like, you just, if somebody posts something stupid like that's obvious grifting, people are just posting like plus $7,000 in the comments, and there's all these funny memes. All right, I found it. Here we go. It's right above the Reich video. This is the Israeli influencers.
Imagine supporting people who start wars just to lose the wars so they can cry about it and then try it all again.
You must see anti-Semites are literally obsessed with Jews. Now walk with me. While you must see anti-Semites are stacking eviction notices, Jews are out here stacking up businesses.
Jews control all the industries.
Who owns the buildings that they're getting evicted from?
Maybe if you spent more time taking notes from successful people, you wouldn't have to spend your nights and weekends spreading hate from your anonymous account with an anime profile picture.
Do you work as hard as Jews? Do you network like Jews? No, because you're too busy cheering on a group of musty terrorists.
And nobody sucks dick as good as me.
Who smell like dirty earring backs. And if we're gonna keep it real, you're really mad because your income is giving side hustle.
Period.
How you gonna hate from outside Shabbat? You can't even get in.
Wow. Just fucking wow. How much did they get paid for that one? Fucking more than, I mean, so the two of them, there's fucking 14 grand. Probably fucking Benjamin Netanyahu, you know what? It's just like, we fucking just keep it going. You gotta give them the talking points. There's no argument otherwise. I thought this was really funny. Do you know how this guy, John Fetterman or whatever his name is, he always like dresses like a fucking slob, right? Always. He's known for it. The fucking hoodie and shit. Look at how he dresses when fucking Netanyahu is in town. Like, what? When a foreign prime minister is coming into town, this guy wakes up and is like, Bibi's coming into town, I gotta put my suit on. Fucking crazy shit, man. Let's do a little scrolling. This was pretty crazy. So this is the guy that's like the right-hand man to Charlie Kirk and Turning Point USA and everything. And everybody kind of glazed over it at the time because this was like right after the memorial had happened that they had at like Arizona Cardinal Stadium. And he says here, I'll just let you listen.
Andrew Kolvitz, the executive producer of The Charlie Kirk Show. Andrew, what would have Charlie thought about yesterday?
He would have been blown away. Tyler Boyer,
bad choice of words, by the way,
who runs the C4 for us, shared a text chain from 2021. And he put in it, he said, "This is my vision." And it was a picture of stadiums full of people. Because at Turning Point, we were sort of known for these big events, but Charlie was always dreaming bigger. And for those of us closest to him, we knew that his vision had just become reality. And it's tragic that it happened this way, but it was also beautiful for the country. And I know that Charlie would be marveling at the harvest. He would be so proud at us pointing to God and us holding vigils and praying and seeing the world's most powerful leaders coming to Phoenix to honor him and to lift up the name of Jesus. It was truly remarkable. I know Erica was blown away. And as she always told Charlie in private, this is not normal. There's nothing normal about Charlie Kirk's life. There's nothing normal about Charlie Kirk's death.
You spend so much time with him. How do you feel today?
If I'm being honest with you, Jesse,
you're not.
I feel like
there's no honest fucking dude. You're never gonna convince me that anything going on with Turning Point or Erica Kirk or any of that shit is honest. Where the fuck does he say this shit? Anyways, he says something about how like our tech partners tracked over 277,000 devices in and around State Farm Stadium yesterday. What? Why are you tracking devices? Why are you tracking devices? So then you go to this. I kind of shared this over a thing of Erica Kirk. She's like, invite them to church. Well, so this is under FARA. Certain things, it's interesting because certain things like they do have to, and it says right here, NSD FARA registration unit, blah, 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 this and that. Certain things with Israel has to be registered, and I'm not sure what it is, this and that. Maybe this is the actual foreign part of it, even though it's all foreign, but this isn't the AIPAC version. I don't know. But they talk about how they're church targeting. They're doing a targeted geofencing strategy. Church targeting, the largest Christian church geofencing campaign in U.S. history. It will be used to distribute our message and encourage Christians and pastors to reach out to us and follow our channels. So basically, what Andrew, whatever the fuck his name was called, Kolvit, he was talking about how they tracked all the devices. Well, here it is. Here's the fucking the device targeting. And I would like to know, if you were at the Charlie Kirk Memorial, have you been getting text messages, emails. What have you been getting anything like that? Because clearly we know that they were tracking the amount of devices there. Clearly we see that they've registered that they are going to start doing this. But basically what they're going to do is they're going to start doing this at Christian churches. So they've geofenced around the Christian churches so that it'll keep track of the devices that go in and out of that church so that they know that they can send like fucking pro-Israel crap to them. And it's so interesting how there's like this big Christian revival surrounding all of this. And everybody wants you to go to church and be a Christian and this and that. But then Israel is targeting Christians. And there's also speculations to like Israel had something to do with Charlie Kirk's murder. So like, hello?
For nuance. Like if you asked any questions about any decision of the Israeli government in any place regarding settlements, regarding Gaza, whatever, you were like, you had deviated from the script. And I just, in any policy area, I had resentment over that. And then I saw the way the AIPAC worked, and that was weird for like a country lawyer like me. I remember my first AIPAC reception, and like your fundraiser tells you have to go, and your chief of staff tells you have to go, your committee chairman all tell you have to go, and you get there and you wear this name badge, and I remember there's a QR code on it. And what we were supposed to do was go talk to donors, and then if they liked you, they scanned your QR code to make a donation, like on the spot. And so can you just imagine how demoralizing that is to like be told that your job for the next several hours to go chat people up, hoping they would scan you like a can of tomato soup on the way out of the meeting.
I mean, say something good about the Jews, you fucking dog. Boop.
Like literally purchasing.
Right. And so I saw that and I was like, wow, that is so freaking weird. And then, I was in Israel. I went multiple times, and I did not like the fact that I found someone in my room rooting around in my stuff that should not have been there at the King David Hotel when I came back to my room when no one was expecting me to be back in my room.
This guy was the attorney general. There was somebody in his fucking room rooting around in his stuff. And he's in Israel? We're gonna end on this one.
Everyone will be on their best.
If anybody thinks that I'm anti-Semitic, just like there's people out there that are doing shit like this.
Like, yes, we're gonna surveil everybody. Everyone will be on their best behavior. Yes, you're a freak. You're a total creep.
Okay.
All right.
That guy's like, okay, a little crazy. Let's see where else we're at. I think that's kind of it. Oh yeah. People. Hang on, let me. All right, so everybody, all the Republicans are like, why aren't these people that were claiming genocide? Why aren't they fucking Why aren't they celebrating that the genocide is over? Because they're fucking still over there bombing. Trump was on X and everywhere, and they were all over the news saying, like, Trump's the fucking greatest, give him the fucking Nobel Peace Prize. And I was continually seeing that they're still bombing. There was still sending fucking artillery rounds from tanks into people. While Trump's like, oh, I'm the greatest, I've brought in peace. There's no fucking peace. Also, there has been hundreds of ceasefires that have been agreed upon by Israel. Hundreds. They have broken every single one. So, God forbid we want to wait longer than a couple fucking days to claim that Trump deserves the Nobel Peace Prize when we're seeing that people are still getting bombed. And it's looking like it's probably not going to go through again. So yeah, we're not going to be celebrating. Quit trying to force celebration down our throats. Quit trying to force celebration down our throats. Quit trying to force religion or Christ or any of that shit down our throats. Quit trying to force shit down people's throats. We're fucking over it.